Yeah, this is a new format, guys. This is how we're going to be showing classic Tetris from now on. Just put the put the screens right on top of each other. You know? That's the new format. That's the new innovation for 2025. All right, everybody, 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right, just kidding. All right, let's get this thing started. Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It's your old pal, Van Dweller, yelling at you live from Austin, Texas. It is Das Masters February 2025. Hideri says, every restreamer now using the comically long transitions. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Anyway, yes, Das Masters February 2025. And we've got for you, I think these are the first words I've spoken out loud this morning, so my brain is not fully there. Let's try to say words that make sense. What we have for you today is the blue bracket preliminary B. This should be a pretty exciting bracket. I'm looking forward to this one. Really, 3 kind of cracked players meeting this early in the tournament is crazy. Where is my blue bracket? There it is. There's my blue bracket. We already have resolved the top one. That's done. So after this, we can actually schedule the blue bracket. But up at the top one, we already have a result. Fractal will be moving on to the top 16 to play Dog Playing Tetris. Down the bottom, it's going to be Zafanya Nenu, the CTM legend. Hideri will be playing. And the winner of that will take on AvGeek or Aviation Geek. Not Audio Visual Geek, Aviation Geek. And then the winner of that match will move to the top 16 to take on Wallband, who has a pretty high qualifier this month. So, looking forward to this one. And actually, yeah, once we resolve this means we can play the blue bracket, like the top 16 blue bracket, like if we want to. We can schedule it, and Chiller or whoever will be directed to schedule it. So that's pretty exciting. Pretty sure Nenu is playing like 1 a.m. Let's see. What time is it in Indonesia? It is midnight. All right, so let's get the show on the road so we can get Nenu back or to sleep. Anyway, let's take a look at our rules. You guys know all the rules, right? This is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified, except in the way that we ask you to modify them. Players can play on any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether mechanical, electronical, or even biological turbo. This is a DAS tournament, no biological turbo. Players should not receive any real-time advice and do not pause unless the commentator tells you. Level 18 starts all the way through, players, and we will be using the same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. Make sure your hertz and input display are turned on. Players, do heed the spirit of DAS. This is a DAS tournament, not a fake DAS tournament, not a slow tapping the whole time tournament. And then best of 5 throughout. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which currently stands at $72.69. Amazing. Wow. 72.69 is where the thing is. We have 6 claim codes left. So if you want to go do those, here's how you contribute, right? Use the Matcherino command on Twitch and YouTube. That will bring up the links to both of our tournaments. The first one is for Masters. The second one is for DAS Masters. Click on that one. It'll open up a web page. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our partner, Matcherino. 2-click login. It's easy. If you have a Twitch account or a YouTube account, you can log in. You don't even have to create an account. You already basically have one. And then you're logged in. Top right corner, there's a mustard colored button, kind of like a Dijon mustard, not like yellow mustard, but like a Dijon mustard button. And it says contribute on it. You can click on that button, and from there you can contribute straight cash, homie, if you want, or you can use the claim code. That is free. You don't even need a code. I don't know why it says code, because it's just a button. You click it, you're done. It's so easy. And every time you hit that button, or we have 50 of those buttons that can be clicked. Every time that button is clicked, 25 cents goes into the prize pool free of charge. So at least do that. Even if you're gonna like sit at home and not contribute and just consume and not contribute, that's fine. Just consume, but contribute a little bit by logging in, clicking that claim code button. That would help a lot. Now, right now, we are at $72.69. If we get above our $1,200 incentive for DAS Masters, we will pay the top 8 players in the tournament. Otherwise, we're only going to pay the top 4, which is fine, but you got to admit, if 8 players are getting paid, it's kind of incentivizing for the players to practice and enter the tournament. So we would love to get to that $1,200 incentive so we can pay the top 8. Please do help us out. I want to thank those of you who have contributed so far, including Cute Pup Jesus, Rogue Potato Baduk, Abby Normal, Solar Kiri, and Whoops Another Rabbit Hole. So, well, actually it just says Whoops now, but used to say Whoops Another Rabbit Hole. Anyway, thanks to those of you who have contributed, and no one's clicked the button, the claim code button, so far since I started yelling about it. So that's kind of sad. Anyway, yes, DAS Masters is here. And also, if you want to support the channel, there's a couple ways you can do that. The various options on YouTube and Twitch, like subscriptions and super this and bits and ding dong hoo-has, whatever. You can also go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. That will allow you to provide us ongoing, regular monthly support. And that is very helpful to us as we look to the future and say, hey, can we continue to do this? And we look to that, the future and say, okay, what's coming in? Yes, we can, or, hopefully not. No, we can't. So, I want to thank our Mega Masters level contributors, Scott Gray 76, K9 watching Tetris and Tactorus. Masters level contributors, Corporal 31 shall be satisfied. It's been amazing for so long. Bracket sponsor level Troy Dan, Kim MJ, the winner Rogue Potato Baduk, a new bracket sponsor, and CatKit91 double sticker and sticker club level members and community level members. I have a couple of names to add to here in the last couple of days, so thanks to those of you who have contributed. I will add you. And patreon.com/monthly Tetris, one great way to support the channel, so thank you. Okay, let's just click over. We'll see. Oh, we got Big Nenu here. We got to fix that camera. Big Nenu. Look at Nenu. Huge. That is huge. Look at that guy. He is focused, man. He's ready to win. All right, we'll fix Big Nenu. And then we will get started. That guy's relaxed, man. All right, I am just about ready, so let's go ahead and get this started. We can get Nenu back to bed either way, however it goes. And then, yeah. So, players, I'm going to go ahead and get you some pieces. The pieces are here. You don't have to turn on the light. You're fine. You can play however you want, Nenu. You can lights off, light on, whatever you want to do, man. Whatever's comfortable for you. All right. The pieces are going to be FDCA 88 Fire Department California 88. That's not a really, man. If that one had come up like a month and a half ago, that would have been like an omen. But now it's just weird. All right, FDCA 88. Now 88. Oh, 88. You guys don't know in ham radio, like in on Morse code, 88 means like, you know, like love, like, you know, like it, like, you know, you send a letter like love Vandy or respectfully Nandy. 88 means love. So I guess this means we love California's fire departments. All right, let's go ahead and make sure our players are all everything out that they need. FDCA 88. Nenu and Hideri. Okay, they are ready to go. So let's get them started. Hide the seed checker. Count them down. Nenu and Hideri, blue bracket, round one, Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, it is Nenu. Where's Nenu? Where's my little cheat sheet here? Here it is. Why is it over here? I don't know. All right. It is Nenu coming in seed number 21 out of Indonesia with a PB of 1.3. Yeah, one of 10 players to have a DAS 1.3. Nenu, you know, as a two-time CTM Masters event winner, September 2019 and May 2021, setting the record at that time for the longest time in between CTM Masters event victories. Also a two-time Challengers Circuit winner in 2020 and 2022. Was in the semifinals last month here in Das Masters, went out against Bendy, and made it to the finals in the first ever Das Masters in July 2024, obviously going out to Andy. Nenu did participate in CTWC in the online years 2020 and 2021. Went out in the top 8 in 2020 and 2021. Went out, I'm sorry, top 4 in 2020, top 8 in 2021. Both times, who did he go out to? Pixel Andy. So a nemesis here for Nenu is Pixel Andy. On the right side, it is Hideri, seed number 28 out of the United States of America. Is a former top 16er in bronze CTWC, played in the online years. 128 here for Nenu, 98,000 here for Hideri. So yeah, played in a bronze bracket in CTWC, made the top 16 that year. Also won a Challenger Circuit, Tier 1, I mean not a Challenger Circuit, Community Tournament, Tier 1, 2024. I believe it was August, right? Hideri, right? Community Tournament, I believe? Not a Challenger Circuit, a Community Tournament. And was played in this event last month. Top 16, beat a couple of tough opponents. Sofa and Uf Means Egg eventually going out to Dog in the top 16. So that is Hideri. 205 for Nenu, 152 for Hideri. Hideri heard me misspeak about challengers instead of community. I was like, wait, what? No, come on. Try to play here. 230 here for Nenu after a Tetris 177 for Hideri. All right, little crenellations in the board over there on that left side for Hideri. This is a DAS tournament, everybody. So if you're used to watching these open tournaments with level 39 super kill screens and rolling, it's an entirely different speed. We are playing the play style that really was the predominant play style from 2010 in competitive Tetris all the way to 2018. And then a couple years, hyper tapping was the predominant play style, and now it is rolling. But we're going back to the future, reinvigorated DAS scene with the Jonas Cup and this tournament and DAS Champions League. Nenu in a little bit of a pickle. He's at 306. All right, find some burns here to bring this down, and that down stacks very quickly. 314 for him, 216 for Hideri. Man, my tabs are a mess here. I accidentally separated all my, I don't know how this happened. Separated like all my tabs into like 2 different browser windows, and it's very disconcerting. Oh crap, I almost ended the stream here on YouTube. Whoops. All right, Hideri's got a deep channel set up in column 6 and needs to find some burns here. Couple of bars, can't use him for the middle, but he does open up that middle. Finally, a long bar in the middle, so Hideri can breathe a little bit. Oh, pullback of the S to not cover that right. Ends up having to cover that right anyway, but does get the Tetris in the middle. 390 here for Nenu, 315 for Hideri. Now the winner of this will move on to play AvGeek or AvGeek, Aviation Geek, for a spot in the top 16. All right, I got to get my little DAS Masters facts sheet. I got my leaderboard. I got all kinds of info. You know, you guys need info, right? All right, there it is. 441 for Nenu. We're just about 9 lines away from that level 19 transition. The speed will increase by 50%. And that is significant for DAS because that really will be the last playable speed in this tournament. There'll be another transition into level 29 at 230 lines, but that is virtually unplayable. So I did watch Fractal last night practicing level 29 DAS. Hideri was warming up level 29 DAS. So who knows? Maybe somebody will make a breakthrough. Of course, Andy have made that breakthrough, getting like 40 lines, I think, of like 29 DAS. But you know, you're not gonna set up for Tetrises and play in a sustained way. Setting up for Tetrises the whole way. I mean, nobody's figured that out yet. Tetris for Hideri, 441, 576 for Nenu here on level 21. So about 135,000 point lead for Nenu. With just about 80 lines to go in this game 1. Oh, kind of a quick tap there for Hideri to get that piece over to the right side. Trying to keep that well exposed and open and ready. All right, just kind of building out that left side Hideri, just trying to get material over there so we can have something to burn against. This is getting tough now for Hideri to weather this. You're flopping a couple of long bars to the left. There's a great L piece for that left side. And just trying to find something for that right side, and it's not coming, and the drought is going to kill Hideri. Kind of not a drought. He had long bars to go to the left, but you know, just not going to work out for Hideri. That's a top out 459. Nenu is good in game number 1. All right, let's get these players some more pieces. Players, when you're ready, you can take a moment if you need it. That's fine. But I'm going to give you the pieces anyway. So don't forget 5D, C5, B9. 5D, C5, B9. All right, we are at 99, 97 in the prize pool. Weird, my page, there it is. We had a contribution from Arbaro, $27.03. Says join TNP at tnp.tetris.lol. tnp.tetris.lol. New pieces are going to be 5D, C5, B9. Now, if you want to promote something, that is the way to promote it, right? Contribute to the prize pool or like buy a super chat. Super chat is good too, because then, you know, I get to buy health insurance. But, you know, that's the way. If you want to promote something, I mean, super chat's a good way to do it, or contributing to the prize pool is good. Pieces are 5D, C5, B9. 5D, C5, B9. Both players ready. Let's check seeds. Make sure we are good. 5D, C5, B9. Yes, good. Both players are ready. Let's count them down in game 2. Nenu is up 1-0 in 3-2-1 Tetris. Hideri did beat out two tough opponents last month in the early rounds of Das Master. That was Sofa and Uf Means Egg. But Nenu, a former finalist and a semi-finalist last month, might be a little bit of a step up. Of course, Nenu is a 1.3er and has a lot of competitive experience at the very highest levels of Classic Tetris, with those 2 CTM Masters event wins. Nenu on the board early here with 2 Tetrises. Hideri looking for his first one, waiting for that long bar. And there's the bar and the Tetris, number 1 for Hideri. And Nenu just motoring along. All right, Tetris Hideri, 79,000, 138 for Nenu. All right, Nenu with setting up. I don't know if that on purpose or not, but Nenu saw the T in the window. Maybe on purpose set up that that T spin with the Z overhang. Not that the T spin tuck. I mean, that had to be on purpose, right? I mean, Nenu's not misdropping like that, right? With that T in the window. My God. What a mad lad. All right, Hideri. Use that T to get set up for the Tetris. 151 for him. He's back by 39,000 points. It's a little under 2 Tetrises worth of points. Tetris is on level 18 worth 22,800, and it will increase 1,200 points every subsequent level. Once we get to 29, that means that Tetrises will be worth 36,000. Tetris Nenu 258, if we can get that far. Well, let's hope we do. That's what I want. I want like double 29s, double max out deciders every game. And then whoever wins, wins. 222 for Hideri, 266 Nenu. Another Tetris Hideri, 247. Nenu looking for a bar. All right, what's he got? What's he got planned here? There's the bar. All right, this is going to burn away without incident for Nenu, and he's set up for another Tetris. Long bar goes in and gets it 317. With Nenu, on Nenu's side, you will see a lot of adjustments, which is to me is bonkers in Das. Like, if I've got a piece coming, I've got a plan for that piece, and I'm really not deviating from that plan. And that's why I am not a world-class player, among many other reasons. 302 for Hideri, 344 for Nenu. So Hideri's closed the gap a little bit. There's a Tetris Hideri, 325. So they're one line away and about 41,000 points. So maybe it hasn't closed the gap too much. All right, Tetris for Hideri. But yeah, back by about 40,000 points, Hideri. Now I want Dairy. All right, Tetris Nenu, 394, 349 Hideri. And another Tetris. Well, maybe he has closed the gap because now he's back by like 1 Tetris, because Nenu, a little bit of a burning sequence here and getting a little high on the board, sort of above that next box, which to me is like panic stack. If I'm above the next box, forget it. I don't know what to do. Hideri now in the lead when the lines are the same. So a costly sequence of burns for Nenu. Going to allow Hideri to take the lead. Corian thing there in the middle of the board for Hideri, 441. Nenu back in the lead in score, but Hideri has lines in hand, so probably better pace right now. And yeah, so when the lines are tied or near tied, Hideri has got the lead. All right, a little tricky business here for Hideri to try to bring this down. That long bar is going to help, I think. Another very helpful long bar, and now Hideri needs to find some burns here. Trying to keep that well open. Oh, misdrop of the J. That could prove fatal for Hideri. We'll see if he can get out of this. That left side is going to be really tough to do anything, and that is going to be a top out for Hideri as we approach 19, and Nenu is already ahead and good. So Nenu will take game number 2. Yeah, that misdrop of the J piece to the right side sealed it. I mean, he was still fighting above that next box, but until then, he had kind of a path out. But that really cut off that right side of the board. Hideri says that's my first ever pre-19 top out in Das Masters in his 5th overall match. Dude's keeping his own records, right? He's got his own online facts here for himself. Nenu says rough drought. All right, let's go ahead and get these players and pieces. Pieces are being delivered. C416 C2, C416 C2. Charlie 4 16 Charlie 2. Thanks for hanging out. Those of you in North America on a Friday morning or early afternoon for those of you on the best coast, the East Coast. All right. Let's see. C416C2. C416C2. Okay, both players are good and ready. Game number 3. Hideri looking to win one to extend the match. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Borrow thinks I'm lying. No, that's just like your opinion, man. All right. Players on the board with their first Tetrises here in game number 3. And, keep with us after this match because the winner of this will go and play a match to determine who goes into that top 16. $97,000 for Hideri, $76,000 for Nenu. Both of them will get a Tetris, so about a 1 Tetris lead for Hideri. Tetris is here, saying hello to Vandy, the players, and the chat. All right, if there's any first time, if there's people who have never chatted in the chat, let's test that and see if it's your first time chatting. Go ahead and chat if you think you've never chatted, and we'll see if the little first time chat thing comes up on Twitch. There's got to be someone out there who's never chatted before, and it makes me feel good to see first time chatter. Or is it all just like regulars, just grizzled regular degenerate Tetris watchers watching today? 235 for Hideri, 213 for Hideri. Captain Fufu, no, you have chatted. It did not say first time chatter, so you must have chatted. Zexies with the Kappa, but I think you've chatted. Does not say first time chat. Bacon, you've chatted. Come on now. Tetris Nenu 240. There's one. Hideri 281. Stoikel is here. There's Tetris Nenu 264. Hideri was still with about that one Tetris lead. Oh, Hideri passed on a long bar on a line spin opportunity. Does bro even want to win? Passing on line spins? My God. All right, long bar Tetris for Hideri. 330, 310 for Nenu. Nenu gets the tuck of the T and the long bar for the Tetris. And there's the long bar for Hideri. So they're kind of flip-flopping the lead back and forth. Hideri has a small pace lead here. Tetris for Hideri, 376. Clive Max. No, not a first-time chatter. You guys are all chatted before. Yeah, all these degenerates watching Tetris on a Friday morning. My word. 384 for Nenu, 422 for Hideri. It's Friday evening where you are? Oh, well, I guess you're not a degenerate then. You're a regular, well-adjusted human being, which is rare here in the Tetris community. All right, nice little burn there for Nenu to get set up. Trying to keep that well open and trying to keep the board low. Ends up just having to take a triple there. Take it on the chin. That's fine. Gets a Tetris 461. 455 for Hideri navigating this kind of same rough patch. What about the last time chatters? Oh my God, there's always at least a couple of people that are last time chatters, all right? Tetris Nenu 530. They tune in, they hear this. Who is this guy? Why is he so annoying? I gotta get out of here. Never watching this again. All right, Tetris Hideri 489, 553 for Nenu. Hideri back by 4 lines here and about 64,000 points. All right, Tetris Nenu takes a skim into 19 at 577. So we'll see what Hideri's transition is. He's a little bit behind in lines. And transition 538, so about a Tetris and a half, 2 Tetris or so lead for Nenu at transition. Left side Nenu's board a little bit messed up here, so gonna have to find some burns and just find a way to bring this down. That long bar will help a lot to bring that down over on that left side. 625 for him. Tetris for Hideri 590. Hideri might have a little bit of a pace lead here, back by about 10 lines. And only 43,000 points. Oh, Hideri with the pullback of the S piece. It's going to cause him to lose DAS. Could not regain DAS for that bar, but recovers nicely. A little bit of a scary moment for Hideri, but back on track now. Set up for a Tetris, gets it now in the lead. 671 for Hideri, and behind by about 7 lines. That was scary. Yeah, it's scary when you do that pullback and you just get. I always just take the burn because, you know, I can't trust anything that I do. But Hideri playing with confidence, thinks he can get the pullback. Sometimes doesn't work. Tetris Hideri 759. Nenu at 682. Has to use that long bar to uncover the well. You always want to, you know, it's like, man, you want to use every long bar for Tetris if you can, you know. All right, nice sequence here for Nenu to get Tetris ready and get that Tetris. Tetris for Nenu, 780. And, you know, Hideri's got 10 lines in hand. He's 10 lines behind in the sequence. That means that when they eat, you know, when Nenu approaches or gets to 29, Hideri will still be playing. So that could be a factor. What Nenu's going to do here. Oh, beautiful couple pieces to get set up in that column 3. Now just needs the long bar to cap it off and gets it. See if he's going to stay there. He knows he's behind, so he's trying to ramp up the aggression a little bit. Maybe set himself up for going for 2 or something like that. Oh, Nenu opens up that column 3 well and is keeping it open. And a Tetris here for Nenu, 864. Hideri, 858. Nenu making it interesting here as we get toward the end. He's into level 28. Hideri still on 27. Nenu at 900. Hideri even you know, behind in lines. Hideri still has the lead, so Nenu really has to maybe set up for 2 here. Can't waste any more burns. He's got 1 line left. So what is he gonna do? And he can't find a long. Oh, the long bar does not get over. Even if it had, it would not have been enough. And Hideri will take game number 3 and extend this match. All right, GG's, guys. Good game number 3. Almost double 29s. Hideri didn't need it. All right, new pieces. Pieces are going to be 3C F386. 3C F386. Whoop says, Vandy, you sound better after being so sick. I hope you feel better too. Yeah, I'm hovering between, on any given day, between 85 and 95%. Today's about a 90% day. This really took its toll. But yeah, I was listening to some of my VODs. Oh my God, I sound awful. I don't know how you guys sat through that. 3CF386. Okay, both players ready. Thanks for those of you who did sit through all that. That was a mess. All right, both players ready. Game number 4. Nenu and Hideri. Hideri looking to tie it up and force a deciding game 5. Nenu wants to wrap it up right now. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Starting off with the OLO. Tetris for Nenu. If you ever get super sick again, I can take some restreams for you and you won't charge me. Oh my goodness. No, I can't do that. You gotta pay people. That Ninja Turtle mask. Oh, that bought me a free restream. All right, well maybe I'll take you up on it. Hideri passing on a line spin to take a Tetris. Can you imagine doing such a thing here in Classic Tetris Monthly? It's all right, we forgive him. 75,000 for Hideri. Z spin on the right side to clean up that right. Get Tetris ready. All right, he's going to open up that right just in time for the long bar to come. 101 for Hideri, 98,000 for Nenu. Nenu's working to open up that right side, which he does. A long bar goes into it. Tetris. So these players pretty darn close. Just about the same lines, just about the same score. Nenu with the S flat on the right side works to perfection as it only takes one burn to clear that away, and he opens up the well and gets a Tetris. 194 for Nenu, 193 for Hideri. Both players Tetrising again, and still just 1 or 2 lines apart, and about 1 or 2,000 points apart. Pretty darn close. Tetrises go in. We had a potential for 2 Indonesians to play against each other in the top 8, because the other Indonesian player this month would have been Hazelnut Milk, but they went out in round 1 against Poopy Old Hag. We will not have 2 Indonesians in the top 8. All right, Tetris Hideri, 378, 359 for Nenu. All right, Z spin for Hideri to clean up that right side. And board starting to get a little high and droughty, but finally Longbar gets in. Crisis averted, but still gaps in the stack for Hideri. That's going to prevent him from Tetrising here. Now he can work off a platform or try to just get rid of those gaps. We'll see what he's going to do. Maybe he'll build up for 1 or 2. $431 for Nenu, $419 for Hideri. One of our streams might be lagging a little bit, so players, if that ever happens to you, do continue to play, because this deep into a game, pretty much the results will stand if we can get the player back. I'm going to refresh one of our streams here just to see where we're at. All right, so players, do keep playing. If you can hear me, do keep playing. And a lot of times these streams will just start coming back after an internet hiccup. Tetris for Hideri, 496. For Hideri. It is unfortunate when this sometimes happens, because you don't really know what score you're playing against, right? So you just have to kind of do your best, but this is part of one of the vagaries of playing online. This happens every once in a while. Oh, and that left side for Hideri, that's going to be a top out at 527. So we'll have to see what happens where Nenu is. Yeah, that drought kind of killed you. We'll see where Nenu is when he comes back. This could be... You never want the match to end like this, but ultimately when we get this far into a game, the results will have to stand. Basically, the score speaks. And depending on what we see when we get back. So Nenu, if you can hear us, we're all waiting in the wind. Did you beat 527, 660 or not? The internet went out for a second. All right. Are you able? Should I refresh you? Are you able to stream again? All right. Yeah. So if you can stream and just try to keep your Tetris game where it is. Yeah. Don't go back to the menu. Just keep it where it is if you can at the top out screen, so that your score shows. When you're able to come back. Maybe you have to close and restart OBS. I don't know, but. Oh, we're all waiting. Bated breath here. All right, 6-16. So Nenu will take that one. It's always an unfortunate way for things to end when it has to, when the thing goes out. Unfortunately, we're dealing with people all around the world. So that is how it goes. Hideri, you performed admirably. You took a game off of a world champion. But for now, it will be Nenu who will be moving on. All right, we're going to go ahead and set up our next match. GG, says Hideri, always a good sport. It literally went out for just 1 second. Yeah, that could be enough. It's very tricky. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set up our next match. Again, thanks, Hideri, for your sportsmanship. Unfortunately, we can't replay games every single time there's an internet hiccup because, as you can understand, while nobody here would do anything like that, that is an exploitable thing. And if the bad people started to enter Tetris, then, they would exploit that rule, right? For their own gain. All right, it's going to be Nenu versus AvGeek. We will be right back. And we will go ahead and get this all situated for you. We're going to run a couple ads here. You can watch some. Oh, this beautiful pre-roll. Wow, so beautiful. All right, we're about a minute away here from me just getting it set up, so bear with me, my folks. AvGeek, what did you think of the Boom Arrow XB1 supersonic launch? Yeah, did you watch that? That was pretty good. Yeah. I have mutual acquaintances with the CEO of that company, which is crazy. I know everybody, okay, guys? I know everybody. They don't have an engine for the full-scale plane. They have the concepts of a plan, okay? The Overture will be out in 4 years. 4 years. going to do its first test run in 4 years. The concepts of a plan. All right, we're just getting this set up. Sorry, there's just a little couple of things I didn't plan for properly. All right, so I think we should be good now. Are we good? We're good. All right. It's Tetris time. Time for Tetris. All right, let us go ahead and have you players wrap up your warm-ups or cooldowns or whatever you're doing. And we're going to give you some seeds here. We're going to plant some seeds. And now the seed doesn't work, so that's good. Nothing works on this internet. Stupid internet. Does it really not work? Wait, why is it really not working? All right, doesn't work. I'm gonna have to generate a seed on my own. I'm gonna use my Tetris gym to do it right here. Actually, we could designate a seed captain. AvGeek, do you want to be the seed captain? You know the seed captain. All right, AvGeek, you press select on the seed. Now AvGeek is frozen now. 3-1. All right. This is a generated seed, randomly generated seed. 3-1 EBCE. 3-1 EBCE. Nenu, this is your seed. 3-1 EBC. 31 Easter Bunny Common Era. Yes. AvGeek is the seed captain. Or we could alternatingly generate the seeds. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. 3-1 EBCE. 3-1 EBCE. Oh, we're trying to censor Nenu's shirt. Right, yeah. All right, looks like both players are ready. Round 2 in the Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters Blue Bracket. The winner of this match will go to the top 16, the kind of main bracket. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, seed number 12 from the United States of America, an aviation geek with a PB of 1.26 million, good for 23rd on the overall PB leaderboard. It is AvGeek. AvGeek was a top 4 finisher in the silver bracket of CTWC 2024, and also took 7th in the Jonas Cup, that's CTWC's North American DAS Championship. Also was a top 16er in silver in 2023 and 2022, and is gonna top out early here in game 1 and give a gift, an early Valentine's Day gift to Nenu. So Nenu will get a game from AvGeek. So Nenu, you know, maybe already warmed up. AvGeek coming in cold. It's all right. It happens. This is DAS, man. This is DAS. This is what happens. All right. Nenu, we need you to generate the seed now. We're going to have Nenu generate a seed. And maybe that'll even things out again. Nenu, if you go to the seed thing and you hit select, there you go. 3A 3A8 2FA. 3A8 2FA. 3A8 2FA. Let's see if this is back yet. It's not back. Bot is down. 3A8 2FA. All right, this should even out. So now we'll see Nenu do the same thing. Generate the seed and lose. That's how it works. Yes, we are putting two-factor authentication in Tetris now. We got to ramp up our security, guys. All right, seed checker 3A8 2FA. All right, both players are ready. Game number 2. Let's hope for a longer one this time. Oh, wait. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I don't know why I know the bot doesn't work, but I hit the command anyway, just out of habit. All right, with the IOO, the International Olympic Oligarchy. All right, Tetris for Nenu, Tetris for AvGeek. Anyway, if they'll let me get through the intros, these players, I was going to tell you that AvGeek was top 4 in silver bracket last year, 7th in the Jonas Cup, top 16 in the silver bracket 2022 and 2023. Also, won a hopeful circuit, got that coveted Discord role in July of 2024. That is AvGeek. On the right side, it is Zefania Nenu out of Indonesia, seed number 21 with a PB 1.31 million, one of the 10 players with a 1.3. Maybe there's 11 by now. I didn't really look, but for the longest while, it's been 10. Nenu's one of them. Oh, by the way, AvGeek is number 15 in the DAS Premier poll, and Nenu is number 6. Nenu, you all know, hopefully, as a 2-time CTM Masters event winner in September 2019 and May 2021. Also a 2-time Challenger Circuit winner. It's a top 4 finisher in the CTWC in 2020, the first online year, and top 8 in the second online year. Both times going out to Pixel Andy. And Nenu was in the finals of our first ever DAS Masters, and he went out to Pixel Andy. He was in the semis last month, went out against Bendy, who went out to Pixel Andy. So Pixel Andy, thumbprint all over this whole thing. 197 for AvGeek, 155 for Nenu. Tetris AvGeek 244, 202 for Nenu. All right, Nenu gets that T over to the left to build all that out. I'm just waiting out the bar. It takes a skim here with the S. All right, going to stand up that JPs to keep that right side accessible. But yeah, we're in a little bit of a drought. So Nenu able to bring this back down to safety, still without the benefit of a Tetris. AvGeek trying to do the same. And now kind of needs a bar there, but well, just going to have to do without the bar. Bar finally comes, of course, troll bar there, but finally a good bar, Mr. Good Bar for AvGeek. 300, 260 for Nenu. Bad bar, good bar. We've been stuck on 5 codes, 5 claim codes for a while in the Matcherino. If you are not someone who has contributed to the prize pool or click the claim code, be a nice time to do it. 5 codes remaining. Okay, I think maybe, okay, the Vit's there for AvGeek. The cat is here to disrupt things. Cat, get out of here. Come here, kitty. The cat is here to ruin Tetris. There's a Tetris AvGeek 418. Having to deal with this cat situation. 319. I mean, sorry, 399 for Nenu. I don't envy AvGeek this situation because cats are, you know, they don't know a competitive Tetris is being played. Someone needs to extricate this cat from this Tetris tournament. All right, looks like we have, all right, we're in a moment of relaxation and relief as the cat, I believe, appears to have been extricated from this scenario. So that is good. Nenu going to uncover that right side. And during the cat episode, Nenu has actually fallen behind a little bit. He's at 437, AvGeek at 493. There's a long bar over for Nenu. AvGeek uncovering here. We're approaching level 19 transition. The speed will increase by 50%. It's like as if right now we're going 50 miles an hour. Soon we'll be going 75 miles an hour, which is illegal in most places, I think now, right? Or is it legal? I don't know. In Texas, we have roads that are like 85. Tetris for Nenu right after 19 at 490. AvGeek trying to bring this down at 550. 75 is too fast. 75 is not really that fast. I don't know. 85, I start to feel uncomfortable. But I remember when I was first driving, you know, I was 16, 17, and I was on the highway at 55. I was like, oh my God, this is, how do people even do this? Now I'm like, 55, I'll do that on the side streets. 563, AvGeek 594 for Nenu. I'll do that in the parking garage, 55. All right, Nenu trying to bring this down. AvGeek, I would love a long bar right here. And there's the bar to uncover. Nenu's board is a mess. That right side trying to work this down. What options does he have to try to work this down? Long bar goes in, brings it down one level here, but Nenu going to top out at 607, and AvGeek was already ahead. So AvGeek going to get a game back. Takes game number 2. We're tied up. In Germany, you have roads that have no speed limit, like the Autobahn. The cat made you very nervous. Well, the cat, yeah, cat luck maybe helped. Still 5 claim codes in the Matcherino, guys. What the heck? Here's the link. Go get in there. 5 codes. All right. I don't think the... Let's see, is this playing now? Does this work? All right, no, it's not working. All right, I'm going to, I will generate the code this time on my Tetris Gym. The code is going to be F35690. F35690. I like it in 2 groups of 3 rather than 3 groups of 2, but I understand why it's not that, but I do prefer it in that format. F35690. F35690. Codes are being redeemed, people. Thank you so much. The code is F35690. All right, both players have the code in. Let us go ahead and get them started. What was once a best of 5, now best of 3 between AvGeek and Nenu in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right, Nenu starting with standing up those long bars in the middle of the board. And long bars come down. Both get Tetrises here in game number 3. I want to thank Nenu for the flexibility and playing so late. Basically, this bracket started at midnight in Indonesian time. But thankfully, you know, these are only 2-game broadcasts, so it's relatively quick. I mean, we're only an hour in, so nice little pullback there for Nenu to make room for an O-tuck. Ultimately had to... early shift for Nenu. Now that should clear away fairly easily, but, you know, you'd prefer not to have to deal with that. Nick Poirier with the $5 contribution to that prize pool. That's going to get us to 105.47. And thanks also to those of you who are doing those codes. 3 codes left, guys. Don't leave me hanging. Let's get them done this broadcast. Thank you again, Nick Poirier. $5 says, long live Das. Agree. All right, Nenu still in recovery mode at 106. AvGeek hubbing along near 191 through 39. All right, Nenu going to open up that little, you know, call it that 3 thing there. Ends up having to cover it, though. All right, looks like Nenu has got a path out. And is bringing this back down to some measure of safety. All right, little adjustments there to get Tetris ready for Nenu. He's got a column 10 well open. Right now, AvGeek has about twice the score that Nenu does. Now, Nenu just waiting on the bar. Both players are, really. But Nenu would just want to get out of, you know, like you just, whenever you get out of a dig like that, it just never feels done until you get that Tetris. Tetris, AvGeek 274, 148 for Nenu. A couple adjustments here. Long bar Tetris. Z spin tuck for Nenu. Bonkers. Tetris Nenu 218, 299 AvGeek. A lot of adjustments going on Nenu's side. I mean, I cannot live like that. I just need to know where the piece is going, and then I pretty much stick to it. I mean, I do take into account, you know, the next box a little for like a millisecond, but I don't do anything super complicated. Of course, I'm not one of the best players in the world, am I? Oh, nice adjustment there for Nenu to make room for that T. Long bar Tetris, Nenu 310, 394 AvGeek. 2 codes left, guys. Thank you to Tolstoy, Cy Wonders for doing the last couple coupons. We need 2 more, guys. 2 more heroes, coupon heroes, to log into that Matcherino and bring us down to 0. I just don't want to have to mention it again, you know? All right, Floxe. This reminds me of that word that they made up to be the longest word, right? Fluxy, nasi, nihilipilification. Although I'm sure someone's made another longer one. And there it is, kilometers, the average. Nolan, thank you for doing the last code. All the codes are done, folks. Thank you very much. Isn't the definition of that word just useless? Yeah, I think it means to make something appear small or something like that. It's not exactly useless, but it's a similar kind of concept. 460 for Nenu. There's a Tetris AvGeek into 19 at 505. So AvGeek with the advantage going into 19. It's in the conceptual ballpark there, deck. Tetris Nenu 492. AvGeek trying to get this board back in order. Still low, still workable. What's the word? Fluxy Nazi nihilipilification. Don't you know that? You know that word? Use it all the time. All right, good adjustments here for Nenu. He's going to go for it. He's building out that left side. He's not slowing down. He wants the points. He's got the confidence to go after him, and he gets the Tetris. 541 for him. 576 for AvGeek. AvGeek back by a few lines and ahead in score. But Nenu with, well, I was going to say Nenu with the better board, but now with a covered well. See what he's able to do here. Okay, uncovers that well. And wants a quick, okay, that will do. And now he just wants a, oh, he has to end up covering. Painful dig here for Nenu. Finally opens up the column 10 well and gets that Tetris 585. So Nenu cuts into this lead a little bit for AvGeek, but AvGeek still, oh, now Nenu ahead, but with a misdrop. So that's going to allow AvGeek to take the lead back. We are about 40 lines away from level 29 here in game number 3. Okay, this is tough sequence here. That is a top out for Nenu, and he just could not find a piece to get over to that right side. And all the pieces were just nasty and ended up dead dropping them the entire time. Top out for Nenu. AvGeek is good in game number 3. Yeah, I mean, just like nothing usable right there. So bad. Not Nenu bad, but pieces bad. Nenu good, pieces bad. Ooga booga. All right, let's see. Let's see if somehow the thing is back. We'll always check that and just see. It's not. All right, I'll make the next seed here. 7-1A 9EF. 7-1A 9EF. 7-1A 9EF. Sorry, I should have put a space in there. Our Borrow is continually amazed by top-level DAS players getting out of high digs. All right, let's check the seeds, make sure we're good. 7-1A 9EF. Yes, they are good. Let's get them started. Game number 4. Nenu needs to win to force a game 5. Trying to do that. Oh, whoops. 3, 2, 1. Tet. Riss. Old habits, right? There it is. 3, 2, 1 countdown bits for Trebus. Now that's how we should count things down like every time. Thank you, Trebus. Financial freedom for Vandy, 6 bits at a time. Should they start after Tet or Uris? Oh, I don't know. All right, skim and a Tetris for Nenu. Longbar Tetris Nenu. There's one AvGeek. So we're close in score and lines here early on in game number 4. Now, I have no history of these two ever having played a match against one another. Hideri and AvGeek have met a few times, but that match was not to be. I have no record of these two playing against. Now, maybe, and like I don't know, where would they have played against one another? So maybe in your Tetris Matchagami, we've got a new entry. 164 AvGeek, 143 for Nenu. Both players are ranked on the DAS Premier poll. AvGeek at 15, Nenu at number 6. I have a vote on the Open Premier poll. I actually received a vote on the Premier poll for Open Tournament, so I'm on the list. I'm so honored. A skip it a Tetris there for Nenu. Who voted for me? Oh, I don't know. I don't worry about that. I'm just so honored to have received a vote. All right, Nenu trying to find a way to keep this open. Kind of in a situation, a bunch of garbage on top of the Tetris well. That T is going to help. That long bar will help. Nenu's like, oh my God, I got so bailed right there. Thank you, Tetris. Can you vote for yourself? No, you cannot vote for yourself. What is the Premier poll? The Premier poll is a monthly poll, at least for the Open Tournament. A monthly poll of journalists, broadcasters, and organizers about who are the top Tetris players currently playing in terms of generally the last several months in competitive results. And there was recently established a DAS Premier poll. Nolan, you've been gone a while. Oh, does that mean I'm going to be removed from the voting panel because I got a vote? Because now I'm good enough to start getting votes? Oh, no. All right, we are pretty close in score. AvGeek with a couple of lines in hand here, but still pretty darn close. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Sonny was good enough to give votes early. What the heck? No, I'm just kidding. I kid my good friend Sonny, of course. He got ranked. I know. If you get ranked, you get kicked out of the voting. As it should be. That's right. Tugi now can't vote. Chiller can't vote. I missed a floating Mino. Oh, my God. What the heck? 390 here for AvGeek. 440 for Nenu. The winner of this match will play against Wallbant in the top 16 later in the month. What was the score? That was it 3-1 Nenu? I think it was 3-1. Hideri, no. Hideri, you're still here? Oh. Wondering, thinking about what could have been. Thanks for hanging out, Hideri. Appreciate that. $5.15 for Nenu. S flat over there. Nenu trying to get this board back into shape so we can start scoring. Nenu's into 19 at 519. 465 here for AvGeek, 4 lines away. Trebus says 19, helpfully. Thank you, Trebus. Tetris AvGeek 489 into 19. So a little bit of an advantage for Nenu at transition. Tetris AvGeek 537. There's one Nenu 572. There's another one Nenu AvGeek trying to bring this down. Nenu looking to force a game 5 decider. Made the semis last month. But, you know, Das is a fickle mistress here. You can finish in the semis 1 month and not make it out of the early rounds the next month. There's a lot of variance in the Das play style. Ideally, we would probably do best of 7s, but I don't know how the players feel about that. It's kind of drags on, right? $603 here for AvGeek, $643 for Nenu. Both players with Tetris ready boards. AvGeek having to knock hers down, though. Finally gets reestablished, and Tetris 639. There's one for Nenu, 676. All right, AvGeek keeps that well open. 704 now in the lead. Nenu kind of ride out this drought here and gets a Tetris. And another one for Nenu, 749. Arbaro thinks we should do best of 6. Never. Best of 6. Any format that allows you to, like, tie is, like, it's un-American, Arbaro. All right, long bar down the middle for AvGeek. 774. And AvGeek approves of that. 847. Nenu sets up the tuck. Long bar over Tetris. Nenu 882. And Nenu just 17 lines to go until 29, which is really the end of the game. So we'll see Nenu here ahead by 9 lines, up by about 63,000 points. That's 2 Tetrises. Gets the bar over to keep his game alive so we can keep scoring points here. Long bar goes down the right side for a triple. Nenu at 962. AvGeek at 917 into 28. Nenu trying to find one last Tetris and maybe 2 if he can muster it, but he needs to get a bar at some point, and the bar just not coming for Nenu. And he's gonna top out at 966. Could not get that bar, and AvGeek maybe about to hit the same drought here. We'll see what happens. AvGeek is gonna have to cover. And where is the bar? The bars are just drowning these players like crazy. Uncovers and tops out at 960. And we're going to a game 5. Players getting just destroyed by the drought at the end. Nenu hangs on by 6,000 points. And we'll have to play. Nenu, you have to play another one, all right? Sorry. It's like 1:30 in the morning for you. Oh my word, just everyone drowned at the end. AvGeek did everything they could do but to try to keep that well open. We got one more to play. Was it the double that saved Nenu? I think so. That would have been a hard bar to get over. Yeah, that would have to have been quick tapped over with a high degree of accuracy. You're trying to get a triple. Yeah, that makes sense. Ay, ay, ay. That's wild. What a wild end to that game 4. All right, do we have pieces yet? No. All right, I'll create the last seed here. I had the players doing it, but then every time a player would generate a seed, they would lose, so I don't want to make them do that. If anybody's going to lose, it's going to be me. All right, we got I'm going to re-roll this. I don't like the way that looked. 195 B96. 195 B96 is the seed. It was like the seed that I generated first was like 00A012. That did not, it seemed like a seed that was not going to be good. I didn't trust it. 195B96. Yeah, it was like Kaka 6-9 seed. Exactly. All right. Well, we are tied. It is a decider. Let's get that decider up. There it is. Classic Tetris Monthly Deciders Masters in 3. I got to check. Hold on. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. 3, 2, 1 countdown bits for Trabus. Thank you, Trabus. Can seeds generate swear words? Like what? Like boobs? Is that a swear word? What swear word would it generate? French seeds can. Oh, wait, what? All right, we are underway here in game 5. Nenu barely hanging on in that game number 4. Both players getting to the very end. And a major drought decided, or at least didn't decide, but had a huge influence on how that last one went down. Oh, there's literal children. Well, I just meant, like the old school meaning of that word, which is like, a silly, a silly fool. Like if you read, 19th century novels. 82,000 here for AvGeek as we get underway in the deciding game 5. 160 for Nenu. All right, Nenu ends up having to just kind of throw pieces over to the right to keep this board manageable. Now he's going to work away as like 3 or 4 lines of garbage over the right side well. And kind of a dependent board here. Oh, barely. I mean, he gets over that Z to the left. It's crazy. And the T to the left. And quick taps on display here for Nenu as he tries to stash pieces over on that left side. Tetris Nenu 214. There's one for AvGeek. AvGeek would love an L piece or that for the dirty Tetris. AvGeek was just kind of like, oh, I want an L piece to fill that in. Instead, got the J and a long bar in that. Gave her a dirty Tetris. 199 for AvGeek. 261 for Nenu. Tetris AvGeek 248, 284 for Nenu. There's a Tetris for Nenu. So it's a decider. The winner of this moves on to the top 16 against Wallbant, who had a heck of a qualifier. And Wallbant, a confirmed Canadian. $301 for AvGeek. 378 here for Nenu. Nenu with another Tetris. You're watching on TV right now? I love watching this on TV. I love just casting it to the TV. It looks awesome. Like, it's so fun. 400 here for Nenu. 305 for AvGeek. All right, getting up a little bit high on AvGeek's side. You have a 120-inch projector screen? That's bonkers. I wouldn't even have room for that in my apartment. All right, flat long bar burn. Kingsman loves it. Bit of a drought and a dig here for AvGeek, but Nenu really wasn't able to capitalize on it too much. Still about that 100,000 point lead throughout that whole burning sequence, so didn't really lose or gain any ground. Oh, adjustment there for Nenu to get Tetris ready. 464. All right. AvGeek trying to bring this down. And another drought. So, yeah, trying to avoid the cursed seed, I might have created a cursed seed situation for these players. See, that's just a lesson. Don't be superstitious. 384 for AvGeek, 496 for Nenu as we approach the 19 transition. AvGeek trying to bring this down. Uncovers that right side and does. 388 into 19 for AvGeek. Long bar over Tetris. Nenu, 542, one line to go. Great L piece and stands up the J piece as the bar comes in for Nenu. So a 566 transition for Nenu. And Nenu's board is a mess. See what he can do to try to get out of this. No, that is going to be a top out for Nenu at 569. The target for AvGeek, 570. 570 is the chase down target. AvGeek can win this match with a chase down at 570. Has plenty of time to get there. But these chase downs are not trivial, and that T is a problem. Oh no! And that is going to be a victory for Nenu as he hangs on to move on to the top 16. So GG's, Nenu, you have taken this one. Congratulations to you. Nenu, you are the winner. A great effort there for AvGeek. Chase downs, not easy in Classic Tetris, and especially not in DAS. So Nenu, you will be moving on to the top 16. Congratulations, Nenu. I'll go ahead and report this match right now if the game will let me. So 3-2 in a thrilling decider. I thought it was going to go all the way to the end, but it did not. So GG's to both our players. They did awesome. Anytime you get to a decider, amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the bracket situation. Let me refresh this here. Refresh. Ready? There it is. So the blue bracket is decided. The blue bracket is like done. Who is it? Chiller, who's doing DAS Masters this month? You can go ahead and report this one. Or get it scheduled. Let's get it on the books. Wallband, you just got Nenu. And Wallband, even if you win, you got to play the winner of Dog versus Fractal. So, but anyway, yeah, let's take a look at our top 16 situation. We've got, two players. Our first two players decided in DAS Masters are both in the blue bracket. And we've also got, look at the players in here. Pixel Andy, Tristop, Robin, ranked player, Chiller, ranked player, Scotto, Bendy. So huge. Did I just mock that guy? What do you mean? I don't know. Who did I mock? What did I say? What did I say? What are you? I don't know what Wallband. No, I didn't mock Wallband. I said, even if you get through Zafanya Nenu, who was a semifinals player, you have to get through Dog, who is a DAS Masters winner, and Fractal, who is the Jonas Cup winner. So I don't know why that's mocking Wallband. That's hard. So I don't know what you're saying there, but if I came across as doing that, certainly not intentional. A mocking laugh. All right, well, yeah, I didn't see that, but I appreciate it, Pup Jesus, but I mean that's hard to do. So yeah, certainly not intended. So it's a tough bracket. Dog, Fractal, Wallband, Nenu. And if we take a look at our scores, Wallband had a great, almost a 1.1, average of 2. So Wallband had a great qualifying score. These are the scores. Crazy to me, Sharky just barely getting in there at 32, but this is what DAS is all about. DAS is all about, DAS is all about, you know, well, not all about, but a big aspect of DAS is like just the variance, right? I mean, Sharky, huge player, top ranked player, barely gets in. Could really, I mean, and look at the path for Sharky. You know, Meme is up there. Of course, has to get through, you know, this level here. But if he gets through the first rounds, Meme means Egg, Pixel Andy, Tristop Miles, all in his way. Totally crazy. All right. Well, that is going to do it for today. No, I never want to be in the position of mocking players unless I'm mocking them. You know, if it's somebody like Somalian Captain, yeah, of course I'll mock Somalia. But that's about it. That's the only other person I will mock. But all right. So that is gonna do it for today. What's coming up? All right, I'm gonna let you guys know what we have coming up. If you're watching on YouTube, you can go to the live tab. You'll actually see the upcoming things. But what we have tomorrow, actually Saturday and Sunday is we have 3 streams. So tomorrow we've got 2 DAS Masters streams. That's going to be Green B and Red B. And that is going to see Maestro, Alex T, and Wisebrots. Then it's going to be Cobra and Hana and Vance. And then in the evening, it's going to be Faster Masters, Kirby versus Hydrant Dude. Kirby versus Hydrant Dude. Winner versus Knight. And then on Sunday, kind of the same structure, 2 DAS Masters brackets and then Faster Masters. On Sunday, it's going to be Somalian. No chance. No, just kidding. Somalian will be playing in a match against Torja. That's just going to be part 1, a solo match. But then right after that, it's going to be Rorschach versus Jacobo and then Miles against the winner. That's in the Blue Scooty bracket. So that it's like Destiny trying to put Miles and Scooty together again. And then in the evening, a Faster Masters bracket, Andre versus Cobra, winner versus Miles. Another double Miles day for you Miles fans. So ton of Tetris this weekend. My God, I told these guys, hey, anytime you have a chance to avoid putting it on a Saturday, don't. So of course we got 3 streams on Saturday, but you know, that's how the Tetris cookie crumbles. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Are you going to be banned for this? What did you do? Am I welcomed? When DAS Faster Masters, troll? What is the capital of Thailand? Bang, 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 or bang? Am I going to be banned for this? No, you will not be banned for this. I don't know. Anyway, YouTube, I've had enough of you today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. You are dismissed. Twitch, I know it's Tuesday. Saturday is Tuesday. And they